Well, I made it to Cane Gulch Ranger Station, but it's closed. It's about 6 p.m. So I guess I'll have to wait until next morning to pay a fee. That may delay the whole thing for at least a day going to Sheepscane, but that's okay, I have time. But there's a bunch of cars here, but I'm the only one out. Everybody else is gone. So it's going to be a lonely camping night. I'm headed towards Collins Canyon. I could not go to Sheik's to see the green mask because allegedly one section of the trail is very steep and rocks are crumbling, risky and dangerous. The clerks, the rangers were very much against it. So I'm heading towards the most important part of my track, which is Collins Canyon. Look for the crown on the big panel. Looking for a trail. Another several miles we'll get on a Collins Trail road. Take another picture there. This is where the road gets fancier. There. Poor van. Take it easy. Getting closer to the trailhead. Some campers to the left. This is some kind of road. Ay ay ay. Ay 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 yikes. Ha ha ha. Wow. Careful. Beautiful surroundings, beautiful day. Well, I made it to Collins Trailhead. I will spend a day here, organize, and first thing tomorrow morning, head down. It's going to be at least 7.5 mile walk in one direction, 15 in two directions, round trip. It's going to be an effort, 2 day long, 2 nights of camping. This is an awesome place. In the evening you can hear the bugs or bees buzzing. It's after 7 a.m. May 15th, and I've started my descent down into the canyon. My backpack's pretty heavy. Hopefully it won't get too hot by the time I get down there. I will set up a camp and lighten up the backpack so tomorrow I can go look for the pictograms. I hope everything works out fine in my condition. It's very nice thus far. Due to the battery capacity, I will only film interesting things on the way back. If there's some juice left, I'll continue, but I'll save the best for the save the juice for the best for the pictograms. Big panel, stunning beauty. There looks like a little grizzly bear sitting there on a rock. Hoodoo grizzly bear. Getting a little tired. I'm not too far from the Narrows and the little meander around this rock where there's a panel, art panel, a very large one. I'm gonna see if I can check it out today. Holding up good, still heavy. Still at the descent point. Haven't really entered the canyon yet, but scenery is magnificent, beautiful. Steep cliffs and hoodoos. Well, this is what I look like. I made me some waders for snakes, in case there's a rattlesnake that wants to hit me. I got this shirt from my friend Harry Hover. It's a Greek shirt. Kind of ridiculous, but it should be good in sun. Backpack, and I made a homemade knife out of a cane just to even the odds against some kind of predator, mountain lion or a bear while I'm sleeping. The ranger said nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. Well, I don't have a firearm, so I'll worry about it. It's beautiful. So far, so good. This is the easy part. Coming back will be tough. It's the best time of year. Everything's blooming. I made it to the Narrows. Little squeezy part. It's flooded. Last time Don and I went through it about 4 years ago in 2009 expedition. I'll have to go around this meander, look for the pictograms. Now I know where I'm at. It's marked on the map. Haha. Yeah, very nice. Oh, there's some chemtrails over there. The Narrows. Yeah. Getting a little tired, but this has only been 2 hours since the descent, so I'm doing very, very good. I know a spot where I'll set up a tent in a clearing, maybe a couple miles down the road yet. Beautiful. Not too far from the Narrows. Phew, I was going upstairs. Up the hill. I located the first set of petroglyphs or pictograms. I don't think this is the big panel, but I'll take a look. Maybe the other ones are not too far away. Beautiful. Getting a little winded. It's in this little canyon here. Fantastic. Take a look. Save energy. No, this is not the one, not the main one along this track, in this section. There's some animals, gazelles or deer, and a 5-fingered person. But there's some Fremont style dots here. Read as HH, if I'm correct in Morse code. Oh, there's some to the right. I'll take a look. Some more animal motifs. Left my soda there. It's a little creek. I'll take the compass readings. Well, this was a special place. There are 3 spirits, 3 men, or Yeas. Well, the Navajo Yeas. But these are the Anasazis, way before Navajo. Sets of hands, handprints. An animal track. Very tiny hands. I have a small hand, and this is very small. Must be a child. Somebody lifted it up to do that. Little bird man. More dots. Animal motifs. It's hard to tell the age of these things. People lived here from 200 AD, or even earlier, 200 BC to 800 AD, were basket maker culture. We look for the other complex. These are aligned at perfect south, perfect southerly direction, 180 degrees. 180, 18. Fantastic. There's someone else's hand at work here. This is way too much to be a coincidence. And of course, just like in Sego Canyon, it's looking at the little slot here. Probably those 2 rocks back there, up there. Well, if anyone thinks there's something romantic about this, it is not. It was almost as much of an effort to put up this little tent than it is to hike all the way down here fully loaded. I'm not doing this again. I'm just going to camp here for the night and go up to the petroglyphs tomorrow. I'll come back here and then Friday take off for the Collins Trailhead. This was terrible. I found a nice little spot with no ants. And this is very close to the location, almost there, a couple of 100 feet from where Don and I camped out in 2009. Beautiful location by this creek. Very nice. I'm hungry and kind of weak. This was a struggle. I lost one of those little holders. I'll show you some of the equipment very quick. My backpack. I got some water, and I'm going to cook with this thing. Canned heat. Walking stick. And this is something else. I'll place the camera here. Aha, there's that little knife underneath. Ooh, lots of force in case a bear or a mountain lion comes, I'm going to get him. Yeah, good weapon. Yeah, I'll probably be the only one who's going to fall on it tonight. Well, time to eat. It is around 9 p.m. and all the self-defense systems are operational for the campsite. According to some theory, smaller, possibly larger predators are deterred by strobing lights. I don't expect any, but just in case. It's gonna get dark very soon. I heard like a little meow. Meow! It could be a baby mountain lion someplace. We'll see. This is more of a coffin than a tent. Very small, kind of hot too. I didn't bring a sleeping bag, too much to carry. Well, I hope it doesn't prove to be a coffin. And guess what? Those strobing lights are bothering me too. It's very tight quarters in here. Well, there should be some night. First time in this tent. Okay, good night. We'll see what happens. Well, it was an awful night, sleeping on a hard surface. But the next day, I'm at the same location that Don and I visited. Panel with a bunch of hands, way up there. I've talked to a couple of hikers going this way, and they told me that the big panel is about a mile or so away. On the right, there's a little alcove. So this is my destination. I already have this in picture from 4 years ago, but it's still fantastic. The serpent passing through. Big panel is in that direction. This is beginning to turn into a major disappointment. I walk for miles and miles south, and just now I noticed this ruin. I cannot find a damn panel. It could be on some kind of elevated platform, but there's no way to get up there. There was one good candidate, and I tried to climb it, and I wiped out into some cactus. I'm exhausted. Water is kind of low. These guys from the government, from BLM, are real suckers. One little sign would help. They're putting people's lives and well-being in danger. One sign that points, here it is, in that direction. The maps are lousy. Nothing on them. It's very general. And it's very easy to get lost in meanders going around and around and around. Very bad. This should be a second failure. Very important one too. Tired. And I gotta make it back home to the tent before it gets dark. I only have 2 pints of water over there and less than a liter here. A little bit of soda left and another one there. I don't know. I'll take another look. Doesn't look promising. Another mile or so to reach the tent. Failure. I did not find a panel. The borders were criminal, and it's neglectful that they do that. I looked all around the walls in the area where we're supposed to be. Either I'm stupid or I can't see. I keep passing and I can't see it. So it's a failure. When it's something not important, like a beach or some kind of a dock or something, there are thousands of signs, stupid signs, nanny state signs, don't do this and don't do that, and don't take a shit. They're more concerned about bringing your shit paper back in a bag than you passing out. They can't mark the archaeological site. There could be a reason for it. Actually, I'm beginning to believe that things like that are best. I don't. For first, I don't think they know. I don't think they know what they have. So they just let it go, hush it up. Nobody has a clue what that is. I do, but I can't find the damn thing. It's the second time. What do you do? See you at the tent. Still looking for that panel, but I had to take a picture of this. The most beautiful red of a cactus I've ever seen. Fantastic. Beautiful. Home sweet home. One wouldn't understand how well this feels to come to the point of origin. I think I walked good, let's see, good 10 miles, maybe 11 today. I'm gonna soak my feet in here, even though they said no bathing or soaking in the water. To hell with them. They should all get fired. Worthless POSs. Yeah. Home sweet home. Yeah. Tomorrow starts the ascent. I will look for another big panel there near the Narrows, but I doubt I'll find that one since I didn't find it to begin with. But that's it. End of mission. Failure. Mission failure. Houston, we have a problem. Well, it's the evening of the same day. I've decided to come back to the van. Kind of running short in water. So I want to hike in the evening. I still have about an hour of daylight left. I'm almost there, maybe a mile. So it would make it over 20 miles made today. Amazing. I haven't pushed myself this hard in ages. Keep following that trail. Whew. Man, we'll get there. I want to wash my head and I got some electrolyte drink. Yeah, there's even a beer called Coke. Haha. Okay. See you there. Made it back. Don't ask me to do this again. I think I'm gonna call this place a point disappointment. Second time. But here we could do without this sign. How about some signs that showing to where the pictograms are? I want to have some electrolyte Pedialyte instead of beer. I'm going to stay here through the weekend and leave Monday for Henderson, Hanksville. That should be exciting too. I need a whole weekend to recuperate. This is really, I really pushed myself hard. I don't know. Hope I don't get sick overnight or something. We'll see. I'm back. I made it alive. That's what counts. Sunday, May 19th. Leaving the Gouch area. Back to Road 95. Take me to Hanksville. And in between, I will go to the area close to the bridge, Height Landing. There's an airport in that area and also a campground, boondocking spot that I've seen several years ago. I don't know if there's going to be anybody there or not. Yes, it was a major disappointment not to see that panel I've realized is that there's a lot of echo in that area, in those hills. So if people got together and chanted or produced certain sounds, I'm sure they would reverberate either to an individual or to a group, and something might start happening. The opening at top of the head, or Kopavi, is Sataknang, the deity behind the green mask, which I didn't get to see unfortunately, told the people, open the top of your head, your Kopavi, and things will become clearer to you. Fantastic. Also, reflecting back, I've just realized, looking at the last video I made of the little handprints close to the Narrows, that they were six-fingered. Two left hands, six-fingered. Two times 6 makes 12. So there's a mathematical concept in there. But six-fingered people. I've had a opportunity to work with a six-fingered person 32 years ago when I first came to Phoenix. He was a Vietnamese, one of the Hmong people from Vietnam. Some of them are known to have 6 fingers. And obviously there were six-fingered people here. I might have read something about it. I'll have to study on it a little closer to see how prevalent it was. But quite amazing. Six-fingered hands. Okay, I'll continue with this at campground at Heights.